It's the horrible Hoppips and the Sassy Sylveons matching up together in their first match of season number 8, seeing who can come out on top and get that momentum for their season. Zamazenta out for the Hoppips, and the Sylveons send out their Uxie. There goes Zamazenta starting things off with a foul play. Of course, that's going to use Uxie's own attack against it. Actually, super effective. Does a decent amount of damage. Good start for the Hoppips. And there you go. You have a scratch, just a scratch coming from the Sylveons. That barely doing anything. So good start by the Hoppips. Not so great from the Sylveons, but it was the first move. And that doesn't tell you anything about the battle, really. Here comes a roar. Interesting. Hoppip's going to force that Uxie out. And the Mew comes out onto the field. So Mew comes out. That could be a bit more dangerous. Or they're about the same, I guess. Uxie, Mew. I would say Mew's the better of the two Pokemon. Here comes Zamazenta again. It's going to go for a Frost Breath. And Frost Breath hits. That actually doesn't do a lot of damage, even though it was a crit. My goodness, Mew took that with ease. And here comes the Mew now, and it's gonna go for a Strength Sap. Interesting, that is pretty good. It's gonna heal itself back up and lower that attack stat on that Zamazenta. Strength Sap is one good move to use, and you have to give credit where credit's due to the Sylveons for pulling that one out. That was pretty good. Zamazenta now. It's gonna go for a Recycle. That's gonna fail. If it does have a berry in it, and it did eat it, it would be able to recycle it, but it was used at the wrong time. Here comes a Seed Bomb. Seed Bomb not doing a lot at all. Sylveons can't really seem to damage the Zamazenta. I mean, Mew was able to heal itself up, but that first hit on the Uxie did a lot of damage coming from Zamazenta. Now it's going for the Torment. Not a bad idea. Mew will have to struggle every other turn, so it has about 8 turns left, basically. There goes the Drill Run. Drill Run doing a little bit of damage, not a whole lot. Zamazenta's just so defensive out on the field right now. You can't damage it. There goes the Double Kick. That's going to be not very effective. Yeah, it's not going to do a lot, but remember, the Mew's going to have to struggle. So it's going to struggle and hit itself. Yeah, and oh, the struggle's not doing a lot of damage. That's gonna cost the battle. I mean, not the battle entirely, but this matchup of the battle, that's gonna cost it for the Sylveons. The Mew, unless it comes out with like a strong move in between turns, it's gonna just knock itself out. And the bounce, oh, that was so smart. The bounce comes out from the Zamazenta, so it avoids the attack by the Mew. Mew will hit itself in struggle next turn. That's well played by the Hoppips, forcing the struggle and then avoiding a hit on the turn that it's actually able to use Metronome. Oh my good, a critical hit with the struggle though. Zamazenta in the yellow. Also, Mew got paralyzed by that bounce and it synchronized onto the Zamazenta, so now both are paralyzed. That could do something. There goes the Oblivion Wing. That's going to heal some health back up to the Mew. The second healing move this Mew has used. So much damage done to the Zamazenta. Super effective. And Mew actually gets a lot of health back. That actually helps it survive the struggles that it has to do to the Torment. Zamazenta now in the danger zone. It's going to need to attack. Here goes with the Rock Blast. Ooh, that could spell the end to the Mew. Nope, doesn't look like it's gonna do it. Hits twice. Oh, it's a crit. 3 times. 4 times. Oh, can it hit 5? It's in the red. Hits 5 whole times. Mew in the red there has to struggle. It's gonna knock itself out there. Almost knocks out the Zamazenta, but doesn't get the hit. Mew played that well, even though it had to struggle. You have to admit, it really played that well. The Oblivion Wing, getting all that health back. And the critical hit that it got as well did really good. Here comes the Victini. All the mythical Pokemon coming out for the Sylveons. Victini gonna go for a Tearful Look. lowering the attack stat on Zamazenta. and Zamazenta's paralyzed. I was gonna say, I don't know if you want to really start lowering stats. Zamazenta has 5 HP. Just knock it out, move on to the next Pokemon. Victini gets a chance to do it here. There goes for a Reflect. I'm gonna set up. Setting up's not a bad idea. Oh, Zamazenta paralyzed 2 turns in a row. So, hey, that setup working pretty well for the Sylveons then. Victini, will it set up or will he attack? Goes for the Power Trip. Power Trip not very effective. Not even able to knock out a 5 HP. 3 turns in a row, it's paralyzed. Oh my goodness. The RNG is not on the side of the Hoppips. Oh my gosh, 3 paralyzed turns in a row. There goes the snipe shot. Victini gonna knock it out right here with that. Hoppips lose their Zamazenta, but they have 2 Pokemon left. They chose to bring the Kyurem and Tornadus to this battle. So Kyurem Black comes out onto the field. Oh my gosh, this looks so menacing, facing down that Victini, the tiny little Victini out there, but Victini has the typing advantage, actually. It goes for an Acid. Acid gonna do a little bit of damage, not a whole lot. Kyurem gets to attack now. And it goes for a Peck. Could you imagine a Kyurem using Peck? That's just, it barely does any damage to that Victini, and as it shouldn't have. Here comes the Victini now with a Poison Fang. That's a good move. Ooh, and it gets to poison. However, Kyurem uses the Key Berry to raise his defenses after that hit. The poison is badly poisoned, so it's going to progressively get worse. Super effective move against the Victini. Good job by the Kyurem. But that Kyurem's on a real short timer. A real short timer. The Sylveons can really take advantage of this right here. There goes the Victini now with the Waterfall. Defense is being raised on the Kyurem and not very effective. Didn't do a lot of damage. Kyurem gonna go for the Wonder Room. Wonder Room switches defense and special defense. There goes the poison damage. Almost taking it into the yellow. And here we go, Victini. Goes for the Gear Grind. That's avoided. And the Grass Pledge is going to be not very effective against that Victini. Yeah, but Victini gets put in the red right there. The poison, ooh, doing a lot of damage. Kyurem only has about 2 turns left. It's going to have to do something. Knock this Victini out. It gets to go first, though. Victini goes for the coils, using this opportunity to set up. It knows the Kyurem's going to go down. And the Sylveon are just going to focus on setting up for the next Pokemon to come out, which is the Thundurus, I believe. There goes a Sandstorm. Interesting. That Sandstorm, of course, will stay out onto the field even after the Kyurem faints. So Horrible Hoppips apparently has a strategy going on. It will damage everyone on the field. And the poison. Ooh, not quite taking it out. Kyurem, though, with 14 HP left. No matter what happens, the next turn will be his last. Here we go, Victini. It's gonna go for the Heal Pulse. Oh wait, that's gonna heal the Kyurem. But why is the question? Heal Pulse puts Kyurem back at 114 HP. So it gives it maybe 1 or 2 more turns. It would have been knocked out. There goes the Wild Charge. That does a lot of damage. Victini in the danger zone now. That was a horrible move by the Sylveons. The Sandstorm doing its damage, plus the poison on the Kyurem. That poison doing a whole lot, but Kyurem has 32. It would have been knocked out. It gave it an extra turn. Victini, that was horrible. That was a horrible move by the Sylveons. There goes the U-turn. Victini gonna swap out. Does his damage to the Kyurem, actually knocks it out. And Victini will swap. So it's still alive, but not a lot of HP. It does give opportunity though for its partner Pokemon to heal it. It could use a Lunar Dance or something like that if Yuxi wants to heal back some of the health on that Victini. It is a possibility. It was Tornadus, excuse me. So Tornadus is left on the Hoppips. And there we go. Tornadus using the metronome. It's gonna go for a Sucker Punch. Of course, that will always fail in these metronome battles. Sucker Punch does not work. Here comes a Blast Burn. Oh my god, what a powerful move coming from the Yuxi. Oh my, does about a third of the HP against the Tornadus, and the Red Heart will force the Yuxi out, and Victini comes out of the field to take the damage from the Sandstorm. Victini was not planning on being back out onto the field, but it was forced out. As Tornadus gets to try and attack again. This time he uses a Fling, that fails. Wasn't able to throw the Red Heart, I think because he used it already. There goes the Poison Powder. Smart move by the Victini. It's not going to live long, and it uses his turn to actually poison the Tornadus, putting it on a timer. And the Sandstorm subsides, so Victini actually gets to live through this, gets to attack again. And that poison doing actually quite a bit of damage. Sylveons have put themselves in a pretty good position here. Tornadus now gonna go for the Hyper Voice, and that's gonna do it for Victini. Yep, Victini gets knocked out by that, but you know what? Good job putting out the Poison Powder, putting that timer on the Tornadus. And the Sylveons, all they have to do is either wait it out, or they can knock it out if they can manage. The Yuxi's gonna come back out on the field. Funny, Yuxi started this battle, and it's gonna end it. There we go, Tornadus able to move first. It's gonna go for a Spore. That puts Yuxi to sleep. Oh my goodness, that was the play. So now it can't attack, giving Tornadus all the turns it needs to knock it out. It's hurt by the poison. It's got about 2 more turns on that poison. It's gonna have to do something, or just attack it basically. But can it knock it out? Yuxi has about 2/3 of its HP left. There it goes for a Dynamic Punch. It's avoided. Yuxi, even in his sleep, avoiding moves. And Tornadus hurt by that poison again. Only 1 turn left for it. The sleep was a good idea, but looks like they were unable to capitalize on it. And the Victini's Poison Powder is gonna win the match. Here goes the Seismic Toss. If it can knock it out, it'll win. Doubtful though, does a lot of damage. Yuxi hangs on, and it stays asleep. Doesn't matter. Tornadus hurt by the poison, and it goes down with the win going to the Sylveons. What an interesting way to play, and they make it through it, getting their first win of the season. Excellent match. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Metronome Madness League. Special thanks to the patrons for supporting the channel. You can become one too if you follow the link in the description. We have a Discord. Make sure you join that as well. And again, thanks so much for watching, guys.